Detailed summary of the chapter is First Flight. English Class 10 is First Flight is a short story from the Class 10 CBSE English textbook, First Flight, written by Liam O'Flaherty. It is a simple yet profound story that conveys themes of courage, freedom, and personal growth through the experiences of a young seagull who is afraid to fly. Below is a detailed summary of the chapter along with all the important points. Summary of the chapter is First Flight. The story revolves around a young seagull who is afraid to take his first flight. He lives with his family on a cliff, and his parents are experienced seagulls, adept at flying and teaching their young ones how to fly. However, the young seagull is scared and refuses to leave the safety of the nest, despite the encouraging efforts of his parents. Key events. 1. The seagull's fear. The young seagull is afraid of flying. While his siblings have already flown and are learning how to fend for themselves, the young seagull remains hesitant. His fear of falling and the unfamiliarity of the vast sky keep him from taking the first step. 2. Parents' efforts. The parents try to encourage him in various ways. The father seagull even dangles a piece of fish in front of him, trying to lure him out of the nest. However, the young seagull's fear keeps him from taking action. 3. The seagull's isolation. After refusing to fly, the young seagull is left alone on the ledge by his parents. They fly away, leaving him to confront his fear alone. The young bird is hungry and realizes that if he does not fly, he will not be able to catch any food. He is forced to face his fear. 4. The moment of courage. As the young seagull becomes increasingly hungry, he is left with no choice but to take the leap. With a surge of courage, he spreads his wings and jumps off the ledge. To his surprise, he does not fall. Instead, he flies. The wind catches his wings, and he is able to glide through the air. This moment marks the seagull's first successful flight. 5. The joy of freedom. Once the young seagull is airborne, he experiences the joy and freedom of flight. His earlier fears vanish as he begins to soar in the sky. He no longer feels afraid, and he enjoys the sensation of flying, realizing that it is not as scary as he had imagined. 6. Parents' approval. After the young seagull flies successfully, his parents return and praise him for his courage. They now know that he has conquered his fear and has become a capable flyer, just like his siblings. The young seagull's first flight signifies his growth and the overcoming of his fear. Themes of the chapter. 1. Courage and overcoming fear. The central theme of the story is about facing and overcoming one's fears. The young seagull's fear of flying symbolizes how people often resist change or challenges due to fear of the unknown. However, once the seagull gathers the courage to take the first step, he discovers that there is nothing to fear. 2. Independence and growth. The story also reflects the theme of growing up and becoming independent. The seagull's journey from fear to flight marks a significant step in his personal development. It is a metaphor for how individuals must sometimes break free from their comfort zones to grow and achieve their full potential. 3. Parental influence and support. The parents of the young seagull play a key role in encouraging their child to take flight, even though they do so by pushing him out of his comfort zone. Their tough love approach teaches the young seagull that independence comes with effort and courage. Important points for CBSE exams. The young seagull's fear of flying is the main conflict in the story. His hesitation symbolizes fear of failure or the unknown. Parental influence plays a crucial role. The seagull's parents try different methods to encourage him, showing that support and guidance are important in helping someone overcome their fears. The turning point comes when the young seagull is left alone on the ledge and is forced to confront his fear. The element of hunger motivates him to take the plunge. The climax is when the young seagull finally spreads his wings and flies, discovering the joy and freedom of flight. Symbolism. The seagull's flight symbolizes freedom, personal growth, and the overcoming of limitations. Irony in the story. The story contains irony in the way the young seagull fears something that, once experienced, brings him joy and freedom. He is initially terrified of flying but later finds that flight is not as frightening as he expected. The irony lies in the fact that his fear was only in his mind, and the reality of flight was an enjoyable and liberating experience. This detailed summary covers all the important points and theme of the chapter is First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty, helping you understand the key concepts and prepare effectively for your Class 10 CBSE board exams.